god, okay. I did not prepare for this. Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
Yes, we're ready. Yeah.
Hey guys!
Hello.
We're back.
Yes.
With another video. And today we want to discuss book series that we are never going to finish.
If we're gonna ruffle some feathers for this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that disclaimer, like, you know, these are our opinions. If you like these books, like, it's fine.
I welcome your opinions, whether they be shit or not.
Yes. So my first book in series I'm never gonna finish is Psych, which I know probably a lot of people are like, what? But this is like a good book. It's set in a world where basically humankind has reached its peak and has stopped death, disease, anything that can kill you, they've stopped. But they still need to keep the population under control, so there's these people called psychs who go and kill people. This book follows two people who are chosen to be the psych's apprentices. And I don't know. I was really sad. I was really excited about this book, and I didn't like it as much as everybody else seemed to like it. I thought the concept was really cool. The whole idea of people never dying and reaping them and whatnot. But I didn't like the characters. I thought they were just like really bland and just had generic personalities, you know? So the world was so cool though. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Like, it does have some plus sides, and I think a lot of people will enjoy this book because by no means is it a bad book. Yeah, I'm just very sad that I didn't like it, so R.I.P.
The series that I'm not going to finish is Reborn. I'm gonna put like a little graphic. Reborn by Claire Legrand came out last year, and it was very hyped. You probably saw a lot of marketing for it. I know,
especially on BookTube. There was a lot of BookTube advertising.
And, you know, a lot of Owl Crate videos where they were unboxing a lot of Reborn merchandise, and it just seemed really cool. Basically, it's about two different protagonists 1,000 years apart, Riel and Eliana. There's a prophecy that there's going to be two queens, the Sun Queen, which is a savior, and the Blood Queen, which is going to cause destruction of the world. Riel and Eliana are finding out that they're each one of those queens and trying to figure out which one they are. They're 1,000 years apart, so their perspectives keep like switching back and forth to different like time periods. What I didn't like about this book was that it was really boring. There wasn't anything new or original about it. Compared to like other like very generic YA fantasies. Both characters are also very stereotypically YA. Like, you have one character that goes on and on about how special she is, and that it's her powers are a burden to her because she's just so perfect, and the other one is pretty much the same. Like, their personalities are very interchangeable with each other, and that's why I didn't like it. The second book was released this year, and I just didn't really have an interest in it because I feel like I've read it before. Yeah.
So my next book is also one that I feel like is kind of beloved on BookTube, which is Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. I really didn't like this book. So basically it follows a group of characters. One of them is this princess named Cleo who has to face conflict for the first time in her life. So the second character is the king's son. His name is Magnus. I think, okay, well, you know, okay. He's basically just like kind of, oh, dad, I wish you loved me. And then there's this like poor guy from the village named Jonas, and he just gets pulled into a lot of crap, basically. That's a really bad description, but you know, it's a really bad book. I'm gonna try to say this without being spoilery, I guess, but I don't like incest, okay? I don't like it, and it was in this book, and I was really shocked because this is a YA fantasy novel, and I was like, incest, Morgan Rhodes, really? And it's not as like straightforward as it sounds, but it was there nonetheless. So yeah, that was like a very big turn off for me. And I did finish the book, but honestly, I didn't like any of the characters. Like, I honestly don't remember anything about the world. Like, I thought it was pretty generic, and a lot of it was just like, meh. It's forgettable. It's very forgettable.
All right, and so this next series, well, trilogy actually, that I'm not gonna finish. This one's gonna be hard to say because I know for a fact it's getting rave reviews right now. People love this.
Right now?
Yeah.
Last year, you mean?
Well, yeah, the second book's coming out, so it's still being talked about. Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This book potentially could have been everything I wanted. I love the world, like the magic world, like the magic system that Tomi Adeyemi created. I thought that was super interesting. I love African-inspired settings, which this is heavily like influenced by Nigerian folklore and mythology, which I thought was super unique. There are like 2 side characters that I adored in this book. So why did I hate it? It's this bitch! I hated the main character. Hated her. Zaylee was the most obnoxious, entitled, bitchy main character. She's up there. She really ruined my enjoyment of this book because I felt like she was just so unnecessarily rude to people and was just carried so much baggage and would use that as justification for treating other people like shit, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. And considering that she's the main character, it's like most of the book is from her perspective, and I just kind of found myself like rushing through all of her POV chapters to get to these 2 other characters that I found so much more interesting. And it was just rough. And oh my god, also this is one of the worst insta-love plots I've ever seen. Insta-love is already bad, but this one it's like, no, like I fucking hate you, like, I hate you more. And then like 2 chapters later they're making out. It's like, it's awful. It's awful. You can do better than this, Tomi Adeyemi. You disappointed me. You disappointed me.
Oh god, I feel like people are gonna like just like hate me because these are all very popular books, but I feel like there is maybe a bit more like conflicting opinions on this one. So that book is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard,
who is a fellow alumni of our alma mater.
Yeah, we went to the same school.
Yeah, she is. She's got her own picture in our school with a little.
Oh, it was taken down.
Oh,
it was just on the billboard, and for a hot second, saying she was the author of Red Queen. But yeah, no, it's like it was in the screenwriting department.
Yeah, well, it's not there anymore. So
bye.
Wah, wah, wah.
I really don't understand why this was as popular as it was, okay? It follows our main character named Mare Barrow. Yes, that is her name. And it's set in this kind of dystopian world where people are divided by their blood, which is like red and silver. So silver is basically, you know, the ruling class, all the bougie people, and the reds are all the poor plebeians. The silvers have like magical powers and stuff, that's why they're so special, and then turns out like Mare, like she has red blood, but then she like has these powers, like ooh, wow, mind blown, right? No, my mind was not blown. This just falls for every single YA trope out there. Just the special, you got a love triangle, you got where the main character like hates the love interest and kind of like insta-lovey, I guess. I think I had way different thoughts about what this book was before I read it. I thought it was set in like a fantasy world, and I was really like shook when it ended up being dystopian, and at that time I was like super over the YA dystopian trend. Like I was done with it. I hate it. So I was like, yeah, fantasy, cool, I love fantasy. And then there's like a scene where it's like, oh, Mare like looked on the TV, and I was like, wait, I'm so confused. I've been picturing this idyllic European fantasy village, and like you're telling me there's a TV here? I was just so confused about the world, and I didn't think the world building was good. It was really knockoff like Hunger Games, like a girl in an arena. Wow, I wonder where that came from. And I feel bad like talking shit about it because we actually met Victoria Aveyard at like an event at the Grove.
I had an event with Tomi Adeyemi.
Yeah, we took a picture with her and we talked about like USC and stuff, and she was super nice. I mean, I would be like, yeah, I love your book. Like, I couldn't just be like, oh yeah, you're nice, but like I hate your book. But no, she's like a super nice person, so I hope she does good things in the future. I'm rooting for you, Victoria Aveyard.
And that concludes our video of series we're never gonna finish.
Let us know if you guys like disliked any of these books because we want to talk some more shit. So on that note, bye!